show brought to you by Jupiter Stream TV. My name is Jeremiah Moyo, and here I have my colleague Joshua Moyo.
All your comments about these
as much as possible, as many as possible
throughout the whole of internet. So someone is saying, Zim Saints, what's going on? Where is Zoba? First question, where is Zoba?
And where is Zim Saints going?
Without Zoba.
I don't know. I think if you ask about Zoba, wherever he went, Zim Saints.
Yeah, so I think everyone is worried about Zim Saints, clearly.
Yes, it's the oldest team, you can't let it go or just die like that.
I think it's history. You can't let history just fade.
But you know they'll be making bad history if they disappear.
Yes, that would be horrible.
That's why I say.
I think somehow, I don't know, it sounds like it's a bad thing, but I think it's time those other big teams save it. Somehow.
How though? You know the difficulty.
Or should you put it under management?
Do you know that for Zim Saints, it's actually not an issue of them being an actual failed team.
They are not.
Right now, they are not complaining financially.
So it means
they have benefactors.
They are benefactors.
Yes. So now the issue that I'm seeing with this is, like you said, Coach John
Zim Saints
is out there. Why not approach him?
Because and pay him well,
you need,
please.
Yes, you need a savior. Because clearly you find that manager Paraza is there. He's the one who's currently
coaching.
But he's the team manager. If he has managed to stay on there, I would like to assume that the money is good.
It means the money is good.
Yes.
So do something then.
Bring back squad.
We need.
Do you think maybe that should be a hashtag?
Hashtag bring back squad. I think hashtag bring back squad. Yes, should be. Someone says congratulations to Bossa 90. Apparently, when Bossa 90 wins, the Highlanders win. So yeah. But zvinoratidza kuti Zim Saints ikawana sponsor inoenda kure.
That's why I'm saying.
I repeat, it's not.
Come on, it's in the public domain that they received 30,000 before the beginning of the season. I'm sure if this was just one benefactor, they have other benefactors who are not really like out there in the open, but they are there.
Back to the squad.
Yes, so it's not a. I will come back and say it's not a financial
issue.
It's actually the bench issue. They've lost a large number of technical staff.
I think we can just say the Zim Saints has no identity.
Yes, it has no identity, and also it doesn't have a technical staff at the moment that is supposed to be sitting on the bench like throughout. Because remember, the last time they were playing, we had Coach Paraza at the sidelines. He had an assistant. The assistant, if I'm not sure, isn't an actual assistant coach.
He is a goalkeeper coach?
Yes, he is a qualified coach, but not to be in the position of assistant. So I think they need to make sure that their dressing room is in order.
They should fix
They
that.
play good football. So I think they're still salvageable. I'm going to say that again.
It's not a financial issue. Yes. And then someone comments, where is Blair City? And then we had to comment and tell them the franchise was sold.
Yesterday, the guys were sitting next to us. They were saying that, fascinating enough, if you look at Adach, you notice that all the players in there are actually the players who were at Bulawayo City. So now, to further explain that, Bulawayo City, the news says that when they got relegated from the Premier League, they then opted not to go as Bulawayo City into the Division 1, but they then opted to go to the Division 2 and then franchised Adachi.
Yes.
So Adachi technically is Bulawayo City.
Masquerading as Adachi. And then someone says, well done to Jordan and Talent Vision. City Bayete.
Yeah, that is City Bayete.
But manje Bayete wangona. It's going in one direction.
It's going to the television side. But Jordan, you can't be complaining about it.
I think Mazbaba should stay in the Sango more.
I think, yes, he should
stay in the Sango more.
Because Jordan Synod got promoted, which means it was playing very well. Right now, it's in the mid-table, and it's going to remain there until they start winning matches. Talent Vision is doing very well.
It's doing very well.
They need to keep it up.
Yeah. Another one says, Arnel irikuita dzungu. They won't sponsor team league. Nemari yekutengesa mabhiso nemasweets. Let me correct this one. Arnel is a well-managed company.
Yes. Very.
It's sponsoring Highlanders already. Seniors and juniors, and they have a team. It means they can. And if you look at the amount of money they are pouring into their Division 1 team, it shows that they have the capability to continue pouring money and more into the team. So yes. I don't think this statement...
I think if you are someone who has never been to Bulawayo, you are more prone to just think that the sweets that you see...
That company is huge.
Arnold is biscuits, drinks. It is Maheo, it is other beverages.
I think all of these snacks, they have something in there. They have those snacks, small snacks. Like
yes,
Jikis.
In Bulawayo, I think the only big companies that... Because Arnold is mostly based in Bulawayo.
Yeah.
And the other companies that can compete, you can say maybe there is Lobels.
Yeah, but then Arnold is
a huge company.
It's very huge.
Actually, if you notice, Arnold Movers FC is like the biggest technical team.
Yes.
I think even some of the guys, they just throw him in there.
Just to keep the numbers huge.
Because and also to prove that they have money. You see. Sagarisi Zungu, they can afford. Actually, though, some of the Mbingas.
There are the Mbingas in the
There is Adachi.
There is ZPC. There is the Fela Pussy guys. Yes. Then there is, they are the Mbingas of the
Yes, they are the Mbingas.
So if we say Mbinga in Bulawayo when we talk football, we mean
Arenil Pamsoro.
Exactly.
First.
And then someone says ZPC Wange will replace ZPC Karipa in the 2024 PSL League.
You still remember the issue that we were talking about, the ZPC teams. Remember there's also ZPC Mnyati.
Mnyati always struggles in the Central Region. It's always struggles in the Central.
But yes, it's true to the fact now. They are most probably going to replace ZPC Karipa.
So either one of them will replace ZPC
But you know,
Karipa.
the interesting thing that's going to happen is they are most likely to approach ZPC Wange when it gets relegated, ZPC Karipa when it gets relegated, and say, can we have some... And the players I would rather move to another ZPC
than move somewhere
Yes,
else.
because they treat their players very well.
Yeah. And then someone says, Jordan is to be rewarded, it's 3 points, it should be on 8 points. It's funny that this person is asking for 3 points to be on 8 points. That's all I can say. You're asking for 3 points to be on 8 points.
Yes, let's just say, fine, they are rewarded 3 points. But don't you also see that this goes on to prove that Jordan's is secretly failing?
It is.
Because if you're appealing for 3 points that you did not play for in the field, what kind? Iporari
biro. You know. Then someone goes on to say, Indlovianya Taylor and Ajax have been in the league for too long. No promotion, not relegated. They are just permanent D1 fits.
But you know, now with these things of teams, do you know? Interesting enough, people notice that these teams are. Have you ever noticed that even in the English Premier League, there are teams who are permanent fixtures mid-table.
Yes.
Or if you look at the second division Premier League,
there are fixtures.
Do you know teams can actually set out and say that our goal is for this season or in the next 5 seasons, we just need to finish top 4 or mid-table.
Top 6 or top 8.
Yes, fortunately for them, the teams that are in the top 5 get paid
a bit more
than other teams who are down there. So these teams yet to commercialize in Zimbabwe, also they could benefit the same way because it's financially beneficial for a team to stay in the English
Premier League than
because
to drop off. That's why now Leicester City is losing players for the same reason.
But you remember they were relegated, but they were given a cushion to cover like the first half, so at least they get to maintain and play bid. So there's an advantage. But for this side, you're right. These teams are becoming permanent fixtures. We don't know what's also happening. We need them to be promoted. Imagine, Indlovu Ianyatela has been named Jumbo FC, and then Elephants FC, and then Indlovu Ianyatela. Those are only changes without getting promoted. You know, so it's...
And then someone says, Chikwata ndaona chadzokera ku Division 2. Chikwata dai chiri ku Division 2.
Technically, vari mu Division 2.
Vachitamba zvavo mu
spiritually, that's why we're playing with them in this Southern Division 1. Spiritually, because as you can see, their performance. I think, you know what, we need to pull up the second division look and see how the other teams are performing
in comparison.
And also, guys, remember the reason why some of these teams are still in Division 2 is because they opt to stay in Division 2. So they given this opportunity. Say, Zim says if you want to stay in the, obviously I'm sure some money went around for that to be facilitated.
And then someone says, Mpumalanga United, now DRC United. And then someone commented under and they're like, yeah, it's because the great players stayed DRC.
So now that's also something that is coming to light.
That Mpumalanga was changed to DRC because the great players stayed at DRC
United. So you know what? That's a good thing. It's a play on words. They say DRC United. They united with Mpumalanga FC. So it's okay.
Now
it's in the name.
Everyone is happy.
Everyone is happy. Unite them.
Yeah,
united.
You are Dimbambe,
Simunye. They have it.
I wish to see a resurgence of Zim Saints. I wasn't on the planet yet during its glory days, but according to my elders, they told me what I read. This team finished the Zimbabwean football, and then they say, I heard they had unfinished business with the Highlanders.
Yes, they still have unfinished business. Remember, I still remember, Chipotsa didn't say that he
played for Zim Saints.
For Zim Saints.
He started his career at Zim Saints.
As a junior there. It's actually a team that has given us good names and good memories. Yes.
A lot of players
have played for Zim Saints.
Even now, in the Premier League, the most viable players or the most players came from their junior system. It's them.
So everyone wants to see a resurgence.
I mean, we need Zim Saints.
#BringBack
Bring back squad.